Sorry for the late start. I kept on having to change the time today. Cause you know what? Sometimes life happens. So I'm just getting set here and I'm gonna put some stuff in my bag. We got till the park's open until 5 o'clock here. So I got a couple hours to do some fun stuff. We'll enjoy the sunshine. And we will do what we can do. All right. Hey guys. Okay. I am ready to go. I forgot how much tougher this was solo. But we're good to go. So it's almost 3, so I have about 2 hours to hang out here at Animal Kingdom. Oh, hello. Definitely gonna do the safari. Today might be more of an exploration day than a ride day. I'm not like there's a lot of rides here anyway, but we'll just go with the flow. And again, the stream was supposed to start at 2 today, but life got in the way. And Jenny might be coming to the park later. I don't know. She's at work. Hi, Jen. You should be working. What are you doing? What do I do? I don't know. Do I go left or right? I didn't think this through. Let's go to the right. Let's start this way today. We'll go for a walk through Dino Land real quick. And they got it's kind of, it looks almost like a sand sculpture for the new movie Raya. I'm not sure if it's actual sand or not, but that's new, so that's cool. And I did just hear one of the boats go by. I think it was, yeah, they went that way. Hang on, my gimbal just decided not to work. So I'm gonna shut it off. Okay. Okay, this is not working. I don't know why the gimbal's kind of crapping out on me. Hi, Sarah. Okay, let's go over here. I think I'm having an issue balancing my phone. I think that's why the gimbal keeps on shutting off. So, look at that mighty crook though. So I'm gonna shut the gimbal off again. You're gonna see the sky. I'm just recalibrating. Okay. That looks better. But look at that big boy. And they have the crocodile here in Dino Land because it is the only living relative of the dinosaur. And I've never actually seen it move here, so it's moving very slowly, but I'll kind of see what it does here. If it does anything. Hello, J&N Travels. Welcome in. We're watching a croc. A wild croc. I don't think it's gonna do much else here. Okay.
Well, I knew I did too, but I couldn't remember.
Well, he was a cute fellow, wasn't he? Oh, dinosaurs down over there, but it's too much of a shaky and a dark ride to do on stream. But Dino Land it's always cute to walk through, at least. No more Primeval Whirl. That's gone. Starting a few months ago, they shut it down for good.
Make sure you have all the belongings and walk to the exit gate.
Waiting to join us, just a few safety reminders. Please remember to stay fully seated throughout your entire spin without that belt firmly fastened. Please have younger riders step in first, keeping them to the inside of that dinosaur. And please keep those face coverings on throughout your entire spin. Thank you. Entire spin.
Found the drummers. Okay. And I'm still having gimbal issues, so that's just great. It's got to be something with the calibration. I don't know. Jenny usually does this for me. What are men good for? I don't know. Alright, I just grabbed a seat up here real quick. I've never actually sat over here. I never saw the Rivers of Light show. Sarah, I know. No. No. I understand. We're a bunch of dang fools. I was gonna go on Everest with you guys, but the way the gimbal's treating me today, I don't feel like it's a very good idea. I think today's gonna be kind of a relaxing stroll around the park sort of day, if that's okay, and maybe we'll go do the gorilla trail and the safari. But not Everest, I'm thinking about Everest. However, the gimbal keeps on like shutting down on me. I want to see another boat, maybe with McKay. Hey, Lele. It's very peaceful today, though. I did just get to the park, so I'm not sure how it's been today, but this is nice over here. I have my own spot. No one to bother me. But I'm trying to think of when. What's today? March 3rd? Yeah, so I'm probably going to do another stream next week. And I'm starting my new job on the 9th. So I think that's it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm still going to try to do a stream once a week if possible. That's going to be the new goal, though. Which kind of helps, though, because then we're not repeating everything so much. We're also going to start doing some streaming at Epcot again, because it's yesterday was the start of Flower and Garden Festival. Miss you too, Lily. Thank you. So yesterday we did some vlogging at the Flower and Garden Festival, which is going on until July 5th. So that is probably the longest lasting festival besides Food and Wine, because that's going from March to July. So that seems like a pretty good spread there. We had a lot of good food yesterday, so I unfortunately had to break keto again, but you know, it was for science. the food was really good. So we're gonna be maybe putting out that vlog either tonight or tomorrow. I think tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, which is our usual vlog posting day, so you'll probably see that tomorrow. I've noticed that we don't really stream at Epcot. For me personally, I feel like there's not as much to show on a consistent basis. But I do still love you, Epcot. So let's see. So we're in Asia right now. It's 3:06. I think I'm gonna get up here and we can head on over to we're just gonna walk and see where it takes us. That sounds like a plan. But if I'm being honest, I probably could have sat there all day. It's very soothing. Jenny, I'm just chilling. The gimbal's giving me trouble because you're not here. So I'm just kind of doing stuff that won't trigger it. It's really nice out. Bring back Finding Nemo the musical. Hopefully soon. You just got out. Okay, see you here. Yeah, so Disney actually does like a couple different Dapper Days throughout the year. I'm not sure. I think they actually just had one pretty recently that we might have missed, but they kind of space them out. Thankfully, Dapper Day doesn't go against any kind of COVID rules. It's just dressing up. You're a friendly mountain. Everest is only a 10-minute wait. Okay, Jen.
You want to try it or not?
I think we're gonna start by heading over to the Gorilla Trail. We'll see some apes. Maybe some meerkats. I can't do it. The gimbal's being janky, so I can't. It'll be even worse than the old one. So maybe next time when I have you with me, because you don't seem to have any issues with this thing. I do see Goofy and Dino Chippendale, though. I wonder if oh no, they're not looking at me. I'm waving hi. Oh, I just got Goofy. Okay, those are my friends. We're very close. Did you guys know that Goofy's a cow? He's not a dog. Oh, look at that boy. He's so cute. He's just hanging around. Christina, look it up. It's true. I swear. I'm so mad. Where'd he go? Did he just go inside? He's shy. That's okay. I know, it's so annoying. And to think he's been a dog this whole time. No, not a dog. He hasn't been a dog this whole time. I'm telling you guys, look it up. It ruined my day when I learned that about Goofy. His wiki page is lying. Ooh. Squawking. I've seen different places say both dog and cow. So maybe there's not like a definitive one, but I've just seen it on the internet. But I would be very happy to learn if those are false claims. Never trust the internet, kids.
Well, it might be them. You're right. I forgot about them.
Whose boat? Okay, then maybe I just fell for some crap. Oh, we got Timon and Rafiki. Hi. I can't wait for character meet and greets to come back. That's one of the things that I do miss the most. I miss meet and greets and I miss performers. Okay, we'll keep it going here. Get down to this little area. If you take the time here, it's real. There's a bunch of just little spots if you need some quiet time. Like, look, there's no one here. And it's just this little fenced in ramp. It's a good photo spot too. Clearly. So yeah, so this is well, like right before you cross into Africa from Asia. Oh, here comes Goofy and Dino, Chip, and Dale. We'll say hi to them real quick and then we'll keep it going. Cutest version of Chip and Dale right here. They got some pretty good music too. Well, the music playing is saying every dog has its day, so yeah, I think it's a dog. There's our friends. All right. Cool. If you're along the water here, it's real hard to miss the boat cavalcades. Okay. Hi there, Sean. I'm not really sure what that means, but I don't think there's been any real problems. My mods would let me know. All right. Let's go to the Gorilla Trail and see our buddies. Hey, Disney golfer, good to see ya. Thanks for popping in. Thank you for joining me today on this beautiful day.
Well, at Disney.
All right. Hello. Hey, you too.
Oh, you guys are wearing the same shirt.
Whoa. That was a big jump and a fall. Well, these guys are pretty fast in here. Sometimes it's just nice to come here and just hang out with the animals. I don't do the rides all the time here. Sometimes I just like to walk around, explore. Are they playing tag? It's like the the monkeys from the Festival of the Lion King. Hey, T Studio X. Okay.
So young too.
You guys see that? The white on the side?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta find little ways to escape the crowds. Sometimes the crowds, especially during these times, can be overwhelming. Kind of putting yourself back into social circumstances is hard currently. It was really tough when we first started coming here again.
Now these things are not really localized at all. Instead, they can secrete the scent gland through the bottom of their foot. And that's how they find each other. So especially during mating
It's my Okapi friend.
for somebody, they're like, whoa. And so saying, okay, I'm here, cute girl here. And or she might smell a male, because they also like to rub, like that boy, he loves to rub his neck and his face on the trees. Well, he urinates on everything. Just like the dog.
He was kind of far away. We'll see him on the, actually we'll see a different Okapi from the safari itself. That is not the same one. Oh, you'll be there April 24th. Sounds like a good time. It's probably gonna start heating up again, but that should be pretty much after all the spring break crowds come through. It's been a little busy recently because of school vacations, and this month will be spring break for college and such. I might be losing service in here real quick, so just bear with me. All right, we did well. I still got you guys. I love the birds out here. They're so pretty. And I'm actually able to get pretty close to some of them before they flee. Wow, this tank is usually filled with fish. Instead, you can just see me. Hello. Yeah, it's kind of empty in here right now. They must be doing something with the fish. Let's see if we can see the hippo in here. Oh yeah, the hippo is actually out of the water. You don't see that too much here. Usually the hippos are in the water for most of the day. So that's pretty cool. Just having a mid-afternoon snack. I don't know if this is gonna help. The glass is a little dirty, so very neat though. You know, I actually think it might be better without fast passes. The lines don't really stop, which is great. Sure, you don't get on in like half the time, but I think that just throughout the day, you get more done. So it could be a blessing in disguise. I'm kind of used to the no fast passes at this point, so when you come down here, let me know what you think. Maybe I'll bump into you. Who knows?
Anything you guys want to know about our meerkats or our zebras? And the zebras are kind of in the back there.
Yeah, you can kind of see the zebras are kind of deep in there, though.
Got one.
Oh yeah, one. I see him now. Yeah.
So is this the same
Come
one?
here. I got you.
They are different zebras. Okay. These are ribbon zebras. You probably saw.
You can see one of those meerkats over there.
One way in the back, and then one walking out.
Looks like he's digging a little.
So the ones that you saw on the Commodore Sky are females. Females live in a group like that. Males like to live We've got our derby zebras in the back there. And
Can actually see.
meerkats up front here. Meerkats are running around finding food.
I can see 4 zebras actually.
Yes. Such a rare American
They're beautiful. But here are all the meerkats. They're getting food right now. They are the cutest.
So the zebras on the safari, not sure if they're plains or mountains. I think they're plains.
All the little Timons.
Mountains and plains are more closely related.
They're so cute.
These guys are more closely related to the
This one right here in front is missing the tail. Standing on top of what I think is a tree.
Oh, there's some zebras back there too.
Yeah.
All right.
Just same thing with the other.
We'll keep moving here, but It's good to see our little friends. Hello.
If you continue on this trail, you'll see some gorillas up ahead.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, they're not in their usual spot there. They're probably out playing. And Disney golfer, that sounds great. You can always message us on Instagram too. Our Instagram is official Disney Digest, if you have it. We always reply on that. All right. I think I see one. No, that's a rock. See if we get lucky today. Oh, I do see someone. I do see one of them walking. They're kind of up behind things right now, but
Where do you see one? He was back there.
yeah, that's correct. Let's see. Well, that kind of stinks. I don't think we're gonna see him. Yeah, not today, I guess. Today was not one of my lucky days. I can kind of see a silverback over there. Where'd he go? Oh, no, you can see his head kind of like right up there, but you too. Thank you. yeah, we kind of forgot about the trails too until we moved here. So it's nice. So yeah, thanks for joining, and we'll see you again soon. I think it's time for the safari.
Well, yeah, then we can just get out of it and have it just run over for you. I think they'll like not let you on.
And then after the safari, we might just go hang out at the Tree of Life for a little chat and be on our way. Kind of a short stream today, but I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like the short streams are better for my productivity.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except for actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be detained. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
It's like no wait here. Hello. Oh, thank you. Plus, the safari lasts about 25 minutes, so that'll be a good way to enjoy some more time here. This is the best part of Animal Kingdom anyway. It's gotta be, I mean, it's the animals, so.
To see some of the many remarkable animals that call the savannah home. Seeing animals in their natural habitat can be one of the most rewarding and memorable experiences of your life. But to see animals in their natural surroundings, you must be alert and keep your eyes open. They could be anywhere. When the weather is hot, look in the shady places where you may find them resting. When the weather is colder, you may find them on the open grassy plains soaking up the warm rays of the sun. Many animals are colored and shaded to blend into the environment. This is true of both predators and their prey, so you must pay attention and look carefully. The lion is colored like yellow grass with colored stripes.
I feel like the queue for this is the only reason it's a 15-minute wait. Yeah, this is my chill park. I love it. Usually the only super crowded part of the park is Pandora.
As you approach the loading platform,
It's a very
please
congested
note
part.
that it is divided into two distinct zones. The area with handrails is the loading zone, or Zone 1. Zone 1 is where you
All right,
stand
perfect.
just before you board your
So you get to join us for the safari. That's good.
behind it. As you move out into Zone 2, please note the 4 diamonds at your feet in each row of the zone. Each row can comfortably seat 4 adults.
Yeah, guys, there's no wait for this ride. No, it's, if you want to call it a ride, I don't know. It's kind of a ride. Hello, just one. Okay, thank you. Let's squeeze in. This is only a half full. All right. There's less than 10 people on this.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safari. Before you begin your trip, you should know...
Never mind, they're boarding more people. That's okay.
Like we're waiting for a few more guests to join us here. In the meantime, please make sure those face coverings are staying on at all times, fully covering your nose and mouth for the entire safari. On your right, watch those hands, arms, feet, legs. Doors are going to be sliding closed.
Once aboard your safari transport, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside, and remember to watch your children. Your transport will be arriving shortly. Aside enjoy your adventure.
Sunday's not awarded. As we say here in Harappa, we say Twende. That's Swahili for let's get. So let's get on out of there. Well, job everyone. Welcome aboard Kilimanjaro Safari. My name is Liz. I'm going to be your safari guide out there today on the Harappa Wildlife Reserve. Just a few safety reminders before we get started. Make sure we are staying fully seated at all times, keeping those hands, arms, feet, legs inside my big beautiful truck. Last but not least, it is required to keep those coverings on, so please just do me that small favor. Make sure we are wearing them properly. This means covering your nose and mouth at the same time throughout our entire adventure together. We don't have a whole lot of guests on board, so if you're not following any of those rules, I will see it. So just make sure you are following all those rules appropriately.
Oh, there's two
As we enter the
okapi.
Little Ituri Forest, on your right, a couple of okapi. Okapi kind of look like a zebra hybrid. However, they are the closest living relative to
They're
giraffe.
so cute.
So they are known as the forest giraffe, but they've also been called the African unicorn because that animal was a very big mystery to the Western world until about 1901. The okapi is usually a very solitary animal. They're also only found in very dense forests. So if you are lucky enough to find them, you're usually only going to find one of them at a time. So I guess we're extra lucky because we found not only one, but 2 okapi here in the forest. A lot of the animals that call the forest here home, they tend to be either good at camouflaging themselves, so they blend in very well to their natural surroundings, or they are just really shy, so they tend to be very reclusive. It makes us have to kind of keep a sharp eye throughout here because some of the animals do like to hide amongst all these dense bushes and trees. And we're seeing a few different animals down this way. Looks like our first bird species called a saddle-billed stork. Those black and white birds that are close to the water. But on your direct left, see some bongos. They have kind of an orange or rust-colored coat. And some greater kudu as well. They're lighter tan and a little bit taller than bongos. It's pretty easy to tell the difference between a male and a female greater kudu because only the males have horns, so there's a couple of females there. For bongos, it's a little trickier because both the male and the female have horns. Male's horns just have a tendency to be a little bit larger and slightly thicker. And right now we are on the edge of the forest. This is where the Safi River lies. This area tends to be home to lots of water dwellers or animals that just like to hang out near the water. So that's hopefully what we're going to be on the lookout for. On your right, we do see a Nile hippo who just broke the surface of the water. Now, hippos are mostly nocturnal animals, so they are going to be a little more active at nighttime. During the day, they love to hang out in the river. This is where they have protection from the heat and the sun. They do have very sensitive skin. And just upriver to our left on the island in the center, those are kink-backed pelicans and kind of paddling about in the water as well. These guys do get their name because their backs, but also underneath their wings, around their eyes, even around those adorable little webbed feet. All areas of their body that do have a pink hue. And they do look kind of small and compact, but they do have a pretty impressive wingspan. It's about 8 or 9 feet across. In case you need an idea of what that looks like, just look up above your head. The canopy that sits over the truck is about 9 feet, so pretty impressive for a tiny pelican. Now we just crossed over into dangerous waters. Those are Nile crocodiles to our left. These amazing animals can grow to be about 16 feet in length, and they weigh about 500 pounds. I do want to draw your attention to at least one of them that's hanging out there with its mouth open. I know it looks kind of scary, but I promise you it's not being aggressive or just showing off those curly whites. Nile crocodiles are what are known as ectothermic animals, so they have to use their environment to regulate their body temperature. Easiest way for them to do that is to lay there with that gaping mouth open. It's going to help them release any excess heat or absorb more of it if they need to, just depending on the temperature outside. But we made it through the forest and the river, and we are headed out to the savannah next. As we look out across all of its majesty, the first thing you might notice, probably not, but I mentioned it anyway, there's far fewer trees and vegetation compared to that forest we just drove through. And the reason I like to point that out is because animals out here, they're going to look or behave slightly differently because of that fact. So first off, they might be very big, because usually the larger an animal is out here, the less likely a predator is to come after them. If they're not really big, they're possibly pretty fast, so they can outrun those predators. But if neither of those two things work in their favor, they're not big or fast, they're simply going to hang out with a huge group of animals, because safety in numbers is kind of their last possible option. Now off to your far right as I make this turn, we see our first few zebras. Those are called Hartman's mountain zebras. Also some springback. Those are those tiny antelope that are tan on the top, black in the middle, and white on the bottom. Springback get their name because they are capable of springing 6 feet straight up into the air from a standstill. No running start required. They can also spring forward up to 13 feet in a single bound. Those numbers become much more impressive when you learn a springback is only 3 feet tall, so they are tiny but mighty. Now off to your left-hand side, these are called African wild dogs, also known as the painted dog. Now dog is in their name. They are very cute, but they're not domesticated, so we don't interact with them like you would your dog at home. These guys here are some of the most successful hunters throughout all of Africa. Up to 90% of the time, they are successful. Compare that to lions. Lions are only successful about 30% of the time. The reason why these guys are so good at it is because they work together as a team to take down their prey, but they also have incredible stamina, chasing down whatever they want until that prey gets really tired. On your far left-hand side, close to the tree line, those are sable antelope. Females like that have a deep brown coat. Males are going to be jet black in color once they are fully grown and mature.
Hello, Andrew.
Kind of hard to tell because they were along the tree line, but that animal is the emblem here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. So as we entered, you might have noticed that silhouette is very similar. And the reason why we chose the sable antelope is pretty unique because a lot of animals out here, they have that fight or flight response. When it comes to something scary, they're either going to run away or they will stay and fight. Usually the easiest option is just to run away. But the sable antelope doesn't take that easy option. They'll kneel down on their front two legs, so those long curved horns are basically pointing directly at whatever they're fighting against. No matter if that's another sable antelope or even if it's a predator, they stand their ground to protect their own. And that's exactly what we hope to embody here at the reserves. A lot of these animals, they do need our help. Now off to your right-hand side, lots of wildebeest there, and also some Ankole cattle, also known as a Watusi cattle, in case you've heard either name, same animal. And wildebeest are definitely one of those animals that believe in safety in numbers. There's even an event in Africa. This is called the Great Migration, where about 1.5 million wildebeest are all seen traveling together. Now there's those tiny springbuck here on your left. Remember, they're only 3 feet tall, but they can spring 6 feet straight up into the air and up to 13 feet forward. When they do that repeatedly, that's a behavior. It's called pronking. Kind of looks like they're bouncing across the savannah when they do that. It is absolutely normal if you ever get a chance to witness it out here. Now I know the horns on those Ankole cattle to your right, they look like they might be very heavy. They're thankfully not one solid piece. If you were to look at them on the inside, they look like a honeycomb instead of, just one solid piece of bone. That helps to keep them more lightweight, but still keeps them nice and strong, because if they were completely hollow, they would break pretty easily, and that's not ideal. And we finally found some giraffe down this way. There are multiple different species of giraffe. These are called Maasai giraffes, spelled M-A-S-A-I. They are characterized by very messy or irregular shaped patches they have on their coats. Some of them look like maple leaves or ink blots. Some of them even heart-shaped, but they are all each a little different. This is something that's unique to each individual. It's just like a fingerprint is unique to each and every one of you guys. Now, I know a giraffe is really close to you on your right, but you gotta look to your left to see a baby giraffe. Baby there is just kind of along the pathway up and to our left, so hopefully you can see that it is the tinier one over there. Giraffe can grow to be 14 to 20 feet tall. Baby giraffe are already born 6 feet tall. And if any of you are jealous of that fact, all I can say is don't be, because female giraffe give birth standing up. So those beautiful babies, they drop like 6 feet to the ground from mom when they are first born. And if that's not enough of a hi, how do you do, welcome to the world, they also have to start walking, usually within about their first 30 minutes. Predators are not going to take on a fully grown adult giraffe. Those long legs tend to equal a very nasty kick in return. Now, if you look to our left, we do see some mandrills over here. I do see the elephant to our right. We're going to get a little bit close to it as we make our way around. But you won't see the mandrills for long, just because we're about to disappear from their view. The mandrills are the largest species of monkey. Females are about 25 to 35 pounds. Males can be almost 100 pounds, so there is a big size difference between the two. What's really awesome about that particular troop of mandrills is it's made up of 3 generations. You've got grandma, mom, 2 daughters, and 2 males. Now, mandrills are what are known as a patriarchal society, so they're led by one dominant male. Elephants, like here to your right, they are matriarchal. So all the females stay together and they're led by a single older female called the matriarch. This individual in particular is a younger male, around his teenage years. And males are going to stay with their mom's herd until they turn the teenage year, around 15 or 16. And then mom kicks them out of the herd and they spend lots of time on their own. They really rock that solo life. But occasionally they will hang out in small groups of other males. These are called bachelor groups, and they tend to be very fluid. Individuals can just kind of come and go as they please. They're not really committed to hanging around each other like females are. So we're going to keep moving forward and see if we can find any other elephants around here. I am glad we went this way though, because right now we are driving through lots of red clay. And if you look to your right, there is evidence of elephants there. Those gouge marks along the base of the red clay walls, those are made by the elephant's tusks. And they'll typically eat that red clay as a very tasty form of multivitamin to help supplement their diet. Now, a lot of soil throughout Africa is very vitamin and mineral rich. There's one mineral in particular that does contribute to a lot of habitat loss for these animals. Something called coltan, and you might be holding a little bit of it in your hand or it's in your bag. It's found in a lot of electronic devices, things like cell phones. Obviously, I don't want to make you feel bad for having a cell phone. Just promise me that when it's time for you to get that shiny new device, you'll recycle the old one. This will ensure they don't have to go out and mine for any new coltan. They'll just use that existing stuff. So just by doing that one pretty small thing, you can help make a pretty big impact on a lot of the animals we see here today. And hopefully animals we will continue to see as we make our way through the reserves. Right now we're headed down to the watering hole because this is usually a good gathering place for all sorts of animals. And it looks like it's a good gathering place for flamingos. These are greater flamingos. Keep a lookout for some that might be a little gray, so like on the tops of their heads, the end of their wings, or if their legs are a little gray. This indicates they are young flamingos, and they were born around summertime last year. And when flamingos are born, they're gray, but also very fluffy. They only start to develop that pink color on their feathers when they start to eat a primary diet of brine shrimp. Brine shrimp contain an ingredient called beta-carotene, and this is what gives them that beautiful pink color. For the greater flamingos, they are considered the lightest color pink and the largest of all flamingo species. I did find a good sign of animal activity just up ahead. On our left, looks like a pretty well-used mud wallow. There's lots of animals that like to roll around in the mud, anything from warthogs to rhinos. Because mud acts as a great little natural sunscreen, bug repellent, moisturizer, and a good way to cool off on a warmer day. But off to your right, those are called scimitar horned oryx. They get their name from that Middle Eastern scimitar sword that those long and curved horns resemble. Now we do see a white rhino off to our right, a couple of them actually. Now of the 5 species of rhino found throughout the world, white rhinos are considered the most social. They do like to hang out in groups called a crash, which looks like we found here. And rhinos are mammals, so they do have hair, but only on 3 areas of their bodies. It's going to be on the ends of their ears, the tip of their tail. They also have some pretty fabulous eyelashes as well, but you know if you can't see eyelashes on a rhino, it means you're a little too close to them sometimes. We also need to be on the lookout because there are a few cheetahs to our left, laying on the slope of the hill right where the shade and the sun meets. And cheetahs are sprinters though, they're not marathon runners, so they can't maintain that top speed of 75 miles an hour for long. It's usually just a few hundred yards. Think about the length of 2 football fields. And if they don't catch whatever they're going after in that one quick burst of energy, cheetahs have to wait and try again a little bit later. Oh. And on your right is an ostrich approaching us. And that is a female because she's got gray feathers. Males have black feathers and usually bright pink legs around the mating season. As that cheetah walks, you can see she's got that very long, slender body. Helps them to be incredibly aerodynamic. Cheetahs also have claws that never retract, so it helps them grip the ground, kind of like soccer cleats, to get that good traction. The predators just got a little bit bigger because there is a female lioness. She's laying on your left. If you see where that tallest rock is, look a little bit below it. You'll find her sitting right there. She's keeping a lookout on those rhinos on the other side. Prides of lions, they are made up majority of those females, those lionesses. It's because they do the majority of the hunting. They'll typically hunt in pairs or teams, while the male lion stays behind. He has a very important job. He has to make sure nothing happens to the cubs or the territory while those females are away. We have spotted that male lion there. He's right on the edge of the rocks up ahead. Now, the male lion's mane is one of the reasons why he doesn't help out with the hunt. It's because that mane can weigh up to 40 pounds around his neck, so that makes him not as quick and spry as those females are going to be for the hunt. So he's kind of better off looking after the cubs and the territory and staying back at home. And that mane is going to grow a little bit longer and darker as he gets older as well. have warthogs to our left-hand side. All the holes along the hillside, those are warthog burrows. They do believe in working smarter, not harder, so they'll usually just kind of utilize or modify burrows made by other animals like aardvarks. And whenever they use a burrow, they typically back into it, so those razor-sharp tusks are always pointed outward. That way they are always prepared in case anything does want to come around and bother them. Now we all know the pretty famous warthog, Pumbaa. Pumbaa is a Swahili phrase. It doesn't mean pig or warthog though, it actually means foolish one. As we just learned though, these guys are not too foolish, they are pretty smart. And Pumbaa actually had some words of wisdom of his own, because he always said, what home is where your rump rests. That's because that's usually the only part of the warthog that's actually in the burrow, since they usually back into it anyway. Right now we are entering the Magadi Glen. This lies right on the edge of the village, but it is where the warden's post is. The warden has been talking for some time about getting some goats around here, and it looks like they finally got their wish, and they've completely taken over their house. These are Nigerian dwarf goats. These little guys are from West Africa, and since they are dwarf goats, this cute little compact size is the largest they get. So they don't require as much space as traditional livestock. They also like to eat a lot of the weedy undergrowth that other animals don't necessarily like to consume. So it helps to keep areas like this where humans and animals share space really well maintained. Sadly, it looks like our safari is nearing its end, but I do want to give a nice big Sante Sana. It means thank you for joining me out there today on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. That name Harambe is a Swahili phrase. I want you to know it means to come together. And that's exactly why we named our town and our reserve Harambe. So we could all come together to help protect those animals and the amazing habitats that they call home. And that extends not just here in Harambe, but all around the world, wherever you call home. There's lots of ways we can help animals out. I know it's March, but it's never too late to make a New Year's resolution, right? So try trading out some of those single-use plastics for reusable ones. Things like straws, sandwich bags, utensils, grocery bags, water bottles. These tend to add up very quickly over the course of 1 year, just for one person. So trading them out for reusable items is an excellent way to make that small change that adds up to make a pretty big impact. Now, if all the animals we've seen out there today are just not enough and you really want to see more, I highly recommend the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail right around the corner here in Africa. You might find some zebras, meerkats, and hopefully a troop of gorillas doing that way as well. In the meantime, we do have to say goodbye, so we're going to do that in Swahili. That is Kwaherini. That means goodbye or go well. So go well out there, go wild, have a great rest of your day out there in Disney's Animal Kingdom or wherever your journeys may take you. And hopefully they do bring you right back here to Safari sometime soon. On your right, lock those hands, arms, feet length, or they're going to be sliding open. Get any questions, come on up and ask. If not, stay safe out there.
All right, that was a lot of fun. Not the best turnout I've ever seen, but still a good safari. They're all different. It's a different safari every time you go. So we're gonna head back towards the Tree of Life now. The park closes in just about 45 minutes, so I don't really have time to do much else. But we got to see a bunch of animals. You have a good day too, Disney Golfer. Thank you.
What is it called again?
See you soon. Can't wait for Tusker House here to reopen. This is our favorite place to have breakfast here. But they have not reopened since the park reopened.
For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth, and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Here, let's actually, we're gonna go up a little trail. It's called the Tree of Life Garden. We can take a look at my little friend, the Peruvian shark catfish. He swims just back and forth in this little pond. You can kind of see him in there. He's a pretty big catfish. Jenny Brooke. I'm coming home soon, Jenny. This is a nice, quiet path to take you guys on, though, and wrap things up for the day. Oh. I think right here too is where the kangaroo. Oh yeah, he's right in front of me. The kangaroo's just straight up chilling right now. Oh, look at that turkey vulture. Hi, Kanga. You're so cute, but I know you're dangerous. I don't know if you can get a better view or not, but looks kind of tired. Check that guy out. Do not mess with. And we are right under the tree here. Woo! Oh, gonna get a little spray. Ooh, that's kind of cold. All right, so this is actually a good spot to end things, I think. But first, like, look at this, look at this giant rhino. There's so much to look at. Okay, but that's gonna do it for me today. We'll stream again next week from probably Magic Kingdom and or Festival of the Arts at Epcot. I'm not sure yet, but I will figure it out. So thank you guys for joining today, and we'll see you next week. Bye.